beginning portion of the lesson would go for 5 minutes, instructional plan for another 5 minutes. For the PowerPoint or the Google Slides presentation, that'll be 20 minutes, 5 minutes for the individual activity, and finally 3 minutes for the summary, time for questions, and a brief recap. So in total, it should be around 38 minutes for this presentation. So the guidance unit is helping students identify test anxiety. This is Unit 1 of this lesson. The materials needed for this lesson will be a computer, laptop, or a smart device that is capable of presenting PowerPoint or Google Slides. PowerPoint presentations are a Google Slide presentation, and a How Do I Experience Test Anxiety worksheet, which has been passed out to the audience already. It's also included with this presentation in the email. The objective of Unit 1 is to define and explain the term test anxiety. The second objective is that students will acquire an understanding of causes that trigger test anxiety. We're going to start by defining what test anxiety is. What defines test anxiety? A feeling someone might have when dealing with a test, such as hearing that there will be a test, waiting for the test to be graded, hearing students discuss their test scores, or even trying to sleep the night before the test. Experiencing feelings like butterflies, a stomach ache, feeling nauseous, or a headache can all be physical symptoms of test anxiety. You may feel shaky or sweaty, or feel that your heart is beating fast. Statistics. Anxiety disorders affect an estimated 25% of 13 to 18-year-olds. People who worry a lot are more likely to have trouble with anxiety. Test anxiety can affect anywhere between 10 to 40% of all students. According to McDonald 2001, this has increased alongside the increase in standardized testing. Why may a person experience test anxiety? A person might have test anxiety just before taking a state test, thinking about the next test, looking at the test, or waiting for their test to be graded. Who experiences test anxiety? Every student who takes a test experiences some form of test anxiety. It's a normal reaction. Everybody will feel a little anxiety before a test because tests are important and they want to do well. Even though everyone experiences it, everyone does not react the same to test anxiety. So, there's various forms of test anxiety. There's sometimes a feeling of your brain is getting a little foggy, or all of a sudden everything you learned seemed to go on vacation. These are identifiers of test anxiety. And now, feeling some sort of anxiety, it's okay. It's been shown to be able to enhance our abilities in some cases. But you know it's test anxiety that you're feeling when those feelings are overwhelming and they begin to get in the way of you being able to function. What does test anxiety feel like? Physical symptoms include a person having a headache, feeling sick, an upset stomach, sweating, shortness of breath, or a fast heartbeat. Emotional symptoms, such as feelings of anger, fear, helplessness, and disappointment. And behavioral, difficulty concentrating, thinking negatively, and comparing yourself to others. In further units, we'll discuss ways to go ahead and counteract those feelings that you may experience when you are going through test anxiety. But for now, we're just identifying what it is. So here, we're going to take a few minutes out for an activity. Go ahead and take a look at your How Do I Experience Test Anxiety worksheet. I'm going to go ahead and discuss a few different scenarios, and then I want you to write down what you're feeling when you think about yourself in those scenarios. Thank you. Go ahead and keep that paper. You're going to need it for the next unit. So, this is the procedure as we went over. We talked about various scenarios involving taking tests, such as studying for it or actually taking it. And then you wrote out your thoughts and feelings and how your bodies reacted to those various examples. So, to wrap up Unit 1, we identified what test anxiety is, how many people may feel it, if you're alone and feeling it or not, what it may feel like, and finally, we're ready to move on to Unit 2, where you're going to be prepared and feel confident going to take that test. So remember, don't let the idea of test take control of you. Tests are important, but every test is not the most important test. Tests are not made to trick you, so don't worry about it. Self-confidence is very important. Statements like, "I'll never do as good on this test as somebody else did," they're not going to help you. So imagine yourself doing well and getting a good grade. Remember, think positively. Thank you. Have a great day.